Rahobat Yasar Rahobat Ahlun. Welcome back to the Kabina Ray Show. Just wanted to touch up on some things right quick. Today is wu-nuwaupu Tarak. wu-nuwaupu date is the 13th day of month Ashan. That's the land Ashu. Zamut. Alright, and that's the 5th month. And it is late summer. Still hot. Haru. Alright. Once again, we just want to touch on Moderator TV because people seem to think I'm hating and I'm banging on them. And I want to explain this quite clear. Alright. First of all, Moderator TV, Black News 102 is a very popular station amongst African Americans. Right now, you got others that are out here, but none's name that stick out like that. So, Titan TV, I have to say he's the best. So what I'm saying is that in fairness to guests that are on this TV platform in which they do a misnomer or a disclaimer, that you have to lobby for changes, for rule changes. If you don't like the way something going on, most people leave it in the comment section, and the moderator will pick it up, and if it's a good suggestion that improves the show, eventually they'll make changes. So with that being said, the main thing that goes on is the chat rooms. The chat room is just off the chain with African child play. Regardless of the mixture of genes, it's just it's a joke, and to watch people who need to unify more of a time so now than other. I understand why Prince York, Huhika, and the rest of the family is basically pushing for unity, because unless we're unified, the killing of us as a people is not going to stop. We have to unify. Now, I don't know where the Hebrew Israelites stand on that, because they're not considered African. They might look it, but genetically they decline the offer. So we don't know if we can include them in on this fight. It's up to those that are willing to stand, because some Hebrew Israelites have a stand. Well, that's them African niggas' problem. It ain't our problem. So these are things that have to be ironed out as the push for unity is continuing. What I'm saying to the family is also, don't get distracted. Let the Nuwaupian assassin handle all these bums, and we keep pushing with the positions and the chanting and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So basically, like I said, it's not much more to say. It's going to be really up to the people to push for change and more cultural revolution on Moderator TV. Also, you have to find there are other African formats, out there. Like Know the Ledge on Blog Talk Radio, Culture Freedom Radio, and other platforms that maybe could cross, intersect, and sometimes hold a good, interesting debate. Like last night, the other night's show was with Dr. Ma'at and them. You might hold that on a neutral form where more moderation can be interceded upon, and the people can learn. Because right now, with this Moderator, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty on some things, and it's pretty good, because now we're finding out the origin of certain scripts and what script really qualifies to translate it. You don't have to depend on the Greek translation about the Moderator, because the Suf script, which young Pharaoh has yet to respond on, is in existence. Napata, Sabian, Sabat. You know what I'm saying? So the script is out there. All right. And in the wu-nuwaupu script, I noticed that also when dealing with slanderers or haters who contradict and want to dissect the doctrine and all that, One thing these cats can't really attack, I've noticed, is our wu-nuwaupu language. Whenever I write in wu-nuwaupu, I wrote wu-nuwaupu in a response to Chuck Morgan. He shut the fuck up. I ain't hear nothing else from him. Nothing. Now, all these years, Chuck was an ex-Nuwaupian. Which script did he master? None of them. They don't never come at you with the language Nuwaupian. They don't do it because they can't. Whether it's Tazariot or Polite. Now, I'm going to touch on him in a minute because I heard when he said that he don't know if Dr. York is innocent or guilty. I'm like, that's bullshit. How can you break down the case and the conspiracy and then come up with a you don't know type of answer? That's that bullshit. Yeah, you know what I mean, come right out and flat foot say it, guilty or not guilty, nigga. You know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the language. And the good thing I like that young Pharaoh is doing is at least he's going into it and he's asking some good questions. What I don't dig is when he demands that you answer the question one way and that's his way. And Dr. Ma'at was trying to respond to the young man's question, right, with a sensible answer of why she felt that, and Sonetta just kept allowing the young nigga to kept cut her off and then go time, you know what I'm saying? And I was really looking forward to her answer. But anyway, keep banging on the language because we definitely gonna get to that. Because yet while they arguing about translations, all right, which script do any of the brothers and sisters who are studying, quote, Moderator and whatever, which script do they speak? Now, I like to communicate with some cats on that, and then we can find our way, because we can say, well, okay, in the Wapu, that word means this. And I guarantee it, when you match up the Nuwaupu script and alphabet with the Metuneter, then you get more of a clearer translation, because the Nuwaupu language is concrete. It's being written and spoken. And we have different scripts. We have the Riskian script. Nubic is not Nuwaupu. All right, but we have the Riskian script, the Sabian script, the Suf script. All right, and the master teacher's revealing to us more and more. You know, now the glyphs are something that, hey, I admit, like, hey, I don't know, but I see a few of them that the master teacher has translated, and I know those. All right, and that's very little right now, so I'm not just gonna get into it like that. But it is a good point, knowing Nuwaupu, and I would like to see if that does match up with the Moderator, and we can get to some more conclusive reasoning. To that brother Asaru, who was doing his presentation, got to give you a big thumbs up, big up on that one. And then Ankh, didn't get a really fair chance to speak. You know what I'm saying? So I'm suggesting to the Amun Re squad, that they expand a different format. Try something that's on neutral ground, where you can have a moderator that will mute everybody's mic. You follow what I'm saying? And then only those who are up to speak, let them speak. Or you can shoot the question to a direct person and then unmute them to answer. You see what I'm saying? Because we have to get to more clearer dialogue. And then Nubian people in these chat rooms also have to improve. It's just ridiculous. The child night name calling and all this and all that is just. And while we being slaughtered in these streets, we killing each other, and other races is shitting on us. And part of it, why other races think that they can get away with it, is because when they chime in and look at these dialogue and be like, damn, look how they talking to each other. So that's why I don't see why an African person should get called when a Caucasian called him a nigger, because we call each other that quick, fast, in a hurry. So what's the difference? And you mean it with the same intent. You say, well, the Caucasian person mean it mean. Well, so did that black person they meant it mean. You don't know these people online in the chat rooms personally. You heard? So the insults, man, be very, very, You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. And, our childlike mentality must picked up, because at times I'm guilty of it too. All right, so with that being said, Gabut family, peace and wadau.